Have you ever gazed upon the night sky, a sea of twinkling stars against the velvet canvas of space, and felt a profound sense of wonder? In that moment, you might have intuited a truth that has captivated philosophers and scientists for millennia. Beneath the surface of our perceived separateness lies a unifying force, a cosmic tapestry connecting every atom, every being, every thought. This is the concept of unified consciousness, a realm where the boundaries of self dissolve, and we recognize our inherent oneness with all creation. In this exploration, we embark on a captivating journey to unravel the mysteries of this unified consciousness, delving into the realms of science, religion, and ancient wisdom. We will explore the profound implications this understanding holds for our lives and for the very fabric of reality. Prepare to have your perceptions challenged, your heart awakened, and your mind opened to a new dimension of interconnectedness. Imagine a world where every action, every thought, every intention sends ripples through the fabric of existence, influencing and shaping the reality we experience. This is the essence of unified consciousness, a concept that transcends the limitations of our five senses and invites us to embrace a deeper truth. That we are not isolated islands, but rather integral threads woven into the grand tapestry of life. Scientist. From the smallest subatomic particle to the largest galaxy, everything in the universe is in a constant state of dynamic exchange, a symphony of energy and vibration. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions are not separate from this cosmic dance, but rather integral movements within it. Just as a single note contributes to the richness and complexity of a musical masterpiece, so too does each one of us play a vital role in the unfolding symphony of existence. This interconnectedness is not merely a poetic metaphor. It is supported by groundbreaking scientific discoveries in fields such as quantum physics, neuroscience, and epigenetics. These advancements are revealing the intricate ways in which our thoughts, emotions, and intentions can influence not only our own bodies and minds, but also the world around us. As we delve deeper into the science of consciousness, we will explore fascinating phenomena such as quantum entanglement, which demonstrates the instantaneous connection between particles separated by vast distances, and the observer effect, which highlights the active role consciousness plays in shaping reality. By understanding these principles, we begin to grasp the profound implications of our interconnectedness and the awesome power we possess to influence the world around us. Central to unified consciousness is the law of abundance. This law dictates that the universe operates on infinite generosity, expressing itself through limitless creativity and potential. Just as a seed holds the blueprint for a tree, we carry seeds of greatness within us. Accessing this abundance requires a shift in perspective, recognizing we are active participants in creation. Giving freely aligns us with the natural flow of abundance. True giving includes our time, talents, love, and compassion. Giving is a powerful act of creation. From love and gratitude, we receive greater blessings. This transforms our world, ushering in peace and abundance. For centuries, science assumed a material universe with separate objects interacting by fixed laws. This mechanistic view falls short of explaining the interconnected reality we now verify scientifically. Consciousness, once a mystical realm, is now at the forefront of scientific inquiry. Separation is an illusion, a construct of our limited perception. Like a wave is inseparable from the ocean, we are inseparable from the ocean of consciousness. Quantum physics reveals particles in superposition, challenging the notion of a fixed reality. Quantum entanglement shows particles remain connected, defying space and time. This interconnectedness extends to the fabric of our being and our relationship with the world. Perhaps one of the most compelling pieces of evidence supporting the unity of consciousness lies in the realm of quantum mechanics, specifically in the phenomenon known as quantum entanglement.
This mind-boggling concept has now been experimentally verified countless times, forcing us to reconsider the very nature of reality and the interconnectedness of all things.
Imagine two particles intrinsically linked in a way that transcends our conventional understanding of space and time.
These entangled particles, no matter how far apart, remain connected in a mysterious dance of interconnectedness.
When the state of one particle is measured, the state of its entangled partner instantaneously collapses into a corresponding state.
This instantaneous connection challenges our very notion of separation.
It suggests a deeper underlying reality where everything is interconnected, a cosmic web of entanglement weaving together the fabric of existence. Quantum physics doesn't just challenge our understanding of interconnectedness, it also radically alters our perception of the role consciousness plays in shaping reality.
The famous double-slit experiment, a cornerstone of quantum mechanics, demonstrates this concept beautifully, revealing the observer effect in action.
In this experiment, light is shone through two slits onto a screen.
When observed, the light behaves as particles going through one slit or the other, creating two distinct bands on the screen.
However, when not observed, the light behaves as waves, going through both slits simultaneously, creating an interference pattern on the screen.
The mere act of observation, it seems, collapses the wave function of light, determining whether it behaves as a wave or a particle.
This experiment, replicated countless times with consistent results, suggests that consciousness is not merely a passive observer of reality, but rather an active participant in its creation.
It implies that our very act of observation influences the behavior of the quantum world, shaping the reality we experience.
This profound concept has profound implications for our understanding of the universe and our place within it.
If consciousness can influence the behavior of subatomic particles, what then is the limit of its influence?
Could it be that our thoughts, emotions, and intentions, expressions of our consciousness, have the power to shape our reality in ways we are only beginning to understand?
The observer effect challenges us to reconsider our role in the grand scheme of things.
We are not merely passive observers, subject to the whims of an external reality. We are active participants, co-creators of our experience.
Our consciousness, far from being a mere byproduct of our brains, emerges as a fundamental force in the universe, shaping the very fabric of reality.
Moving from the quantum realm to the intricate workings of the human brain, we encounter another fascinating piece of evidence supporting the interconnected nature of consciousness: mirror neurons.
Discovered in the 1990s, these specialized neurons fire not only when we perform an action ourselves, but also when we observe someone else performing that same action.
Imagine, for example, watching someone you love take a sip of a refreshing drink on a hot day.
As you witness their thirst being quenched, your own mirror neurons fire as if you were experiencing the sensation of drinking yourself.
This mirroring mechanism, scientists believe, forms the foundation of our capacity for empathy, allowing us to understand and share the emotions and experiences of others.
Mirror neurons provide a neurological basis for the interconnectedness we feel with others.
They demonstrate that our brains are wired for empathy, allowing us to experience the world from perspectives other than our own.
This capacity for empathy, for feeling into the experiences of others, is not merely a social nicety, it is a fundamental aspect of our biology, hardwired into the very structure of our brains.
The discovery of mirror neurons has revolutionized our understanding of social cognition, providing insights into the neural mechanisms underlying empathy, imitation, and language learning.
It also lends credence to the idea of a shared consciousness, where the boundaries between self and other become blurred, and we recognize our interconnectedness on a deeper neurological level.
This interconnectedness, facilitated by mirror neurons, extends beyond our human interactions.
Studies have shown that we also experience mirror neuron activity when observing the emotions and actions of animals, suggesting that this capacity for empathy transcends species boundaries.
This finding further supports the notion of a unified consciousness, encompassing all living beings in its embrace.
For decades, the prevailing scientific dogma held that our genes dictated our destiny.
However, epigenetics reveals our genes are dynamic, shaped by our environment and experiences.
External factors like diet, stress, and beliefs can influence gene expression without altering DNA.
These changes highlight the interplay between nature and nurture, showing our biology's dynamic nature.
Our consciousness actively shapes our genes, making us architects of our health.
We can influence our genes, impacting future generations and shaping interconnected consciousness.
Across the globe, throughout history, spiritual traditions have whispered a consistent truth. We are one. From the ancient scriptures of Hinduism to the mystical poetry of Sufism, the wisdom traditions of humanity offer a chorus of voices, affirming the unity of consciousness.
Beyond the specific tenets and doctrines of organized religion lies a perennial wisdom, a timeless truth whispered by mystics, sages, and philosophers throughout the ages, the truth of our essential oneness. From the ancient Greek philosopher Heraclitus, who proclaimed all things are one, to the modern mystic Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, who envisioned a new sphere, a global consciousness emerging from the interconnected thoughts and aspirations of humanity. The message remains consistent. Separation is an illusion, a product of our limited perception. The Golden Rule, a universal ethic of interconnectedness. This understanding, rooted in the recognition of our interconnectedness, forms the foundation of a just and compassionate society.
Compassionate action, aligning with the unified field. This compassionate action can take countless forms, from simple acts of kindness, such as offering a listening ear or a helping hand, to grand gestures of generosity and service.
The dance of action and reaction. No action, however small or insignificant it may seem, occurs in isolation.
In many spiritual traditions, the concept of the universe as a mirror is a recurring theme.
If we find ourselves surrounded by love, joy, and abundance, it is often a reflection of the love, joy, and abundance we are cultivating within ourselves and radiating outward into the world.
Every thought we think, every emotion we feel, every action we take plants a seed in the fertile ground of consciousness.
If we consistently plant seeds of love, compassion, and kindness, we cultivate a garden of consciousness abundant with these qualities, attracting experiences that reflect these vibrations back into our lives.
The principle of action and reaction in consciousness is beautifully illustrated in the act of giving.
This boomerang effect of giving is not about manipulating the universe to get what we want. The power of giving is not some mystical secret reserved for a select few. This inner state of abundance is not something we acquire through external means.
Moving from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset is a journey of inner transformation.
It's about releasing limiting beliefs and embracing empowering ones.
Gratitude is a powerful way to shift from scarcity to abundance.
Gratitude acts as a magnet, drawing experiences and opportunities.
Reframe challenges as opportunities for growth.
Overcoming challenges expands our capacity for blessings.
Release the need to control outcomes and trust the universe.
Letting go opens us to unexpected blessings.
Surrender to the flow of life, trusting in guidance and support. When we give from a place of genuine generosity, we set in motion a ripple effect that extends far beyond the immediate recipient of our kindness.
Every act of giving, no matter how small, has the power to create a positive chain reaction, inspiring others to pay it forward and contributing to a more compassionate and abundant world.
Imagine, for example, the simple act of buying a cup of coffee for the person behind you in line. This seemingly insignificant gesture can brighten their day, inspiring them to perform a random act of kindness for someone else, and so on.
The ripple effect of your generosity continues to spread, touching countless lives in ways you may never even know.
This ripple effect is not limited to individual acts of kindness. When we dedicate ourselves to causes we believe in, whether it's volunteering our time, donating to charities, or using our voices to advocate for social justice, we contribute to a collective wave of positive change that has the power to transform our world.
The beauty of the ripple effect is that it amplifies the impact of our actions. When we give generously, our gifts multiply exponentially as they flow through the interconnected web of consciousness, inspiring others to do the same and creating a world where abundance and compassion become the norm rather than the exception.
This understanding empowers us to see ourselves not as isolated individuals, but rather as interconnected threads in the tapestry of humanity. When we embrace the ripple effect of generosity, we recognize that our actions, no matter how small, have the power to make a difference in the world.
Section 4. Receiving with Gratitude. Completing the circle. The power of giving is not fully realized until we embrace the equally important practice of receiving with gratitude.
Just as a river needs both a source and an outlet to flow freely, so too does the energy of abundance require both giving and receiving to circulate harmoniously in our lives. Often, we hesitate to receive, feeling unworthy or fearing that accepting help will diminish us in some way. We may have been conditioned to believe that receiving is selfish or that we should always strive to be self-sufficient.
However, this resistance to receiving creates a blockage in the flow of abundance, preventing us from fully experiencing the joy and fulfillment that comes from both giving and receiving.
When we receive with an open heart and a deep sense of gratitude, we complete the circle of giving. We acknowledge the generosity of the giver, whether it be a friend, a stranger, or the universe itself, and we honor the gift by allowing it to nourish and support us.
This doesn't mean we should accept everything that comes our way indiscriminately. It's about discerning between what truly serves our highest good and what doesn't.
When we receive with awareness, we can gracefully decline gifts that don't align with our values or that come with strings attached, while still maintaining an open heart and a spirit of gratitude. Receiving with gratitude is an act of humility and self-love.
It's about recognizing our own worthiness to receive the good that life has to offer, and allowing ourselves to be supported on our journey.
When we embrace the art of receiving with grace and appreciation, we create a space for even greater abundance to flow into our lives and the lives of those around us.
Section 1. The Symphony of Oneness. As we conclude our exploration of unified consciousness, we find ourselves standing on the precipice of a profound paradigm shift. A shift from a worldview rooted in separation and scarcity to one grounded in interconnectedness and abundance.
The evidence from science, the whispers of ancient wisdom, and the intuitive longings of our own hearts all point toward a singular, undeniable truth. We are not isolated islands, but rather integral notes in the grand symphony of existence.
Like instruments in an orchestra, each one of us contributes a unique vibration, a distinct melody to the collective symphony of consciousness. When we play our parts in harmony, when we listen deeply to the music of the universe and allow ourselves to be guided by its rhythm, we create a symphony of unparalleled beauty and power.
This understanding is not merely a philosophical concept, it is a lived experience, a felt sense of interconnectedness that transcends the limitations of our five senses. It is the gentle nudge of intuition, the spontaneous feeling of connection with a stranger, the overwhelming sense of awe and wonder we experience when we gaze upon the vastness of the night sky.
Unified consciousness is not something we need to search for or strive to achieve. It is our natural state, our birthright, always present beneath the surface of our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions.
It is the silent space between our thoughts, the boundless field of awareness in which all experiences arise and fall away.
Section 2. Embracing our shared destiny. Recognizing the interconnected nature of consciousness is not just an intellectual exercise. It is a call to action, an invitation to live our lives in alignment with this profound truth.
When we truly grasp the implications of our interconnectedness, we can no longer turn a blind eye to suffering, injustice, or the degradation of our planet. We begin to see that our personal well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of all beings.
We understand that actions motivated by greed, hatred, or ignorance create ripples of suffering that ultimately impact us all. Conversely, acts of kindness, compassion, and generosity generate waves of healing and abundance that uplift not only our own lives, but also the lives of countless others.
This understanding empowers us to become conscious co-creators of our collective destiny. We realize that we have a choice, in every moment, to align our thoughts, words, and actions with the reality we wish to create.
We can choose to be instruments of peace, love, and healing, contributing to a world where all beings can thrive. Embracing our shared destiny means recognizing that we are all in this together.
It means letting go of the illusion of separation and embracing the radical truth of our interconnectedness. It means understanding that the choices we make, both individually and collectively, have profound consequences for the future of humanity and the planet we call home.
Section 3. A world transformed by love. Imagine a world where the principle of interconnectedness is not just a philosophical concept, but rather the guiding principle of our lives, our relationships, and our societies.
Imagine a world where decisions are made not from a place of self-interest, but rather from a deep understanding of our interconnectedness and the impact our actions have on all beings.
In this world, competition gives way to cooperation. Scarcity is replaced by abundance. Conflict is transformed into understanding. Love, compassion, and empathy become the guiding forces of human interaction.
This may seem like a utopian vision, a distant dream, but the seeds of this transformation are already being planted. All around the world, people are waking up to the truth of their interconnectedness, embracing practices of mindfulness and compassion, and dedicating their lives to creating a more just, sustainable, and loving world.
The journey begins within each one of us. As we cultivate inner peace, self-love, and compassion, we naturally extend these qualities outward, influencing the world around us through our thoughts, words, and actions.
The power of unified consciousness is not a distant force. It is the very essence of who we are. It is the love that connects us, the compassion that unites us, and the wisdom that guides us toward a future where all beings can live in harmony, abundance, and peace.